Peace, guys. My name is Kay, and I am a messenger of the universe. Welcome back to my channel, everyone. As you can see, we're doing a pick a card reading, and this one is going to be something that I feel like is so necessary for this spiritual path because, you know, not everybody's going to even want to click on this video because it's like, what's blocking me? I feel like just in general, we kind of just want to avoid doing a lot of inner work that it takes to get to where we want to be. So that's why, like, with my readings, I like to be like very diverse with my questions. I like to ask like all over the place, you know, because it's just important to be able to get these messages that, you know, we need to see. So if you clicked on this video, congratulations on your own ability to know that you have blockages. Okay, we all have blockages. We come to points in our life where we could even get in our own way. So if you're tired of being in your own way in your life, this video I hope will give you guidance messages. That is what my intention is in this reading, to just give you some guidance on what you can do to get out of your own way, because sometimes we really can be in the own way of our own blessings, you know. So without further ado, y'all, let's go ahead and get started. We got 3 groups today. Group number 1 is with the amethyst. Group number 2 is with spotted agate. And group number 3 is with rose quartz. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and put up the pile selection, and then we're going to get started with pile number 1. Okay, guys? Peace. Peace, guys. Welcome to your reading. If you chose group number 1 with the amethyst group, welcome to your reading on what is blocking you. You know, what's blocking you from being your highest potential, what's blocking you from being your best self right now, okay? Okay, guys, so I'm seeing the number 27. The number 27 to me represents growth, expansion. Jupiter's coming through. Jupiter's the planet of expansion and luck and fortune. Your card is everything is for me, not against me. And then it says integrating the ego. So right now, group number 1, I feel like one of the things that's blocking you from being your best self or being your truest self or your highest, best, authentic, whatever you want to call it, I feel like it honestly has to do with you being extremely hard on yourself. Okay, I feel like you expect way too much out of yourself, and you expect too much out of yourself in such a short period of time. You expect yourself to like do so much, and it's like you have to like let things flow in life. You know, there's a time where we should be pushing and going and pulling, and then there's a time to stop and rest and allow ourselves to recharge ourselves, you know. And I feel like group number 1, the biggest thing that needs to be honored for you right now is that you don't have to be perfect all the time. You don't have to have it all now. You don't have to have it all put together now. You don't have to know it all now. You don't need to have like a step-by-step plan on what you're going to do every single day for the rest of your life. Like, I promise you that is not going to get you anywhere, because your plans are going to change very significantly. Because I mean, thinking like right now, whenever you're watching this, a year ago today, from whenever you're watching this, I'm sure you're in a very different place than you are right now, and you would not be able to plan your entire year, you know. So group number 1, I feel like honestly you expect way too much of yourself, and like what I mean by that is just like you're just expecting yourself to just do too much. Okay, don't do that to yourself. I feel like it leads to a lot of burnouts. It leads you to a lot of like just feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm so exhausted, or like you kind of get something done and it didn't happen in the way you wanted it to, and you're just like, oh my gosh, it's horrible, delete it, delete my life, delete my existence. Like, don't do that on yourself, y'all. You know, authority. You guys might be Aries watching this. this card came out. This is the Emperor in traditional tarot. So again, I feel like you guys, again, the message coming through for you guys is that you guys have everything you need. You have everything you need to succeed. You literally have all of the tools. You have the resources, okay? You have everything you need to succeed, group number 1. But it's the mindset, okay? It's the mindset that needs a little bit more work, okay? Because the Emperor card is ruled by Aries, which is ruled by Mars. And I really feel like it's important for this energy coming through to be mindful of like the way that you assert yourself, okay? Because you guys have a lot of power, so it's the way that you assert yourself that matters the most. The way that you give out your power is very important, group number 1. You might be giving away your power too much. You might be giving away your power because you're afraid that you won't have enough. You might be giving away your power because you feel like you have to please others. You might be giving away your power because you feel like you need other people to succeed. But group number 1, with this card coming out first, this is telling me you have every single thing that you need. The Aries card, not the Aries, but the Authority card tells me this card is always about like how the Emperor, okay? This card is always about being self-sufficient, being a leader, standing on your own. Aries is also represented by the ram, which is an animal that has horns, and you know the way that rams operate. They have rams, and when they see something or a threat, they can use those horns and just go for it, So I feel like group number 1, again, you guys have all this power and all this beauty, and it's like you don't even see that in yourself. I feel like group number 1, you really got to change the way that you see yourself. Change the way that you view yourself. You guys are a free being. You guys are a very powerful spiritual being, and you need to start seeing yourself like that. Because with this Authority card, I feel like people even see you in a higher light than you see yourself. So you got to really start putting yourself on a pedestal, group number 1, because I feel like the fact that you're not putting yourself first, or at least asserting yourself in a way that makes you feel empowered, it is the reason why you're gonna feel drained, why you're gonna feel like you're not good enough, why you feel like you have blockages, why what you do will never feel good enough for you. Because you're just being too hard on yourself, and you're telling yourself that what you're doing is not enough, and that's why you feel like keep going, keep going, keep going. Like, no, don't do that to yourself. Just because you keep going doesn't mean you're gonna get there, especially if you're just doing it blindly. You're just like, I'm gonna just keep going because that's all I know. At this point, it's like, no, you could be going in the wrong direction, and you're just like, no, I'm gonna keep going, Like, don't be so hard on yourself, guys. I feel like you guys, again, with this Authority card, you have everything you need to succeed, okay? What does group number 1 need to hear about this blockage? What's blocking group number 1? What do they need to hear about this blockage? What can they do to overcome it? Okay, I'm going to read all of these cards that just fell, because, yeah, that's what we're going to do today. I'm seeing a lot of 7s and 2s, so 222, 777. Pay attention to those synchronicities when you see them or when you come across them. So we have 14, patience. Wow. We have spiritual union. Crown chakra, number 7. And firm foundation, number 4. There's a lot of 4s here. There's some 7s, 2s, again, with the spiritual union. So what you need to know about your blockage, what you need to know about your life right now, group number 1, is that whatever it is that you're working on takes time. The plant that you're trying to grow, the abundance, the seeds that you planted, they take time to grow. Don't expect a flower to just grow overnight. I really feel like right now, you guys have to build a firm foundation for yourself, especially when it comes to your self-worth and how you view yourself. Work on the way that you treat yourself, the way that you treat others. Ask someone for like constructive criticism on yourself, because sometimes we can be doing things and like we don't know that we're doing it. So it's okay to like, ask someone that you trust and that and you're comfortable with, like, what is something that I do that you kind of, what is a way that you think I might be getting in my own way, or that I might be kind of asserting my power in the wrong way or something. Just ask for feedback from other people. I don't want to say ask for feedback from other people, but ask for constructive criticism. See how you look from other people's perspectives, you know. And I'm not talking about people that hate you or people that talk down on you. I'm talking about people that actually care for you, and they will give you meaningful advice that is not just based off of, you know, ego assumptions, you know. So just give yourself time, group number one. That's the biggest thing coming through. And I know, like, I feel like in all my readings, like, I usually have one pile where it's like, y'all just need time, okay? And this is that group. Like, y'all really just need to give yourself time. If you have a business, especially if you have a job that you're kind of waiting for a promotion or something, be patient on this, okay? It's going to take time, but it's also going to take your attention as well, your attentiveness, your focus, your spiritual focus as well. If you're trying to manifest a relationship and you're like, why isn't it happening yet? Divine timing. That's why it ain't happening yet, okay? I feel like your biggest blockage right now, group number one, is time. Time and patience are your biggest blockages, because again, with the authority card coming out, again, you guys might be a little bit impatient when it comes to your blessings and the things that are entering your life. It's just going to take time, and divine timing is very, very magical, you guys. With the crown chakra coming out here, connect more to your highest self. I feel like your higher self is giving you tons of messages constantly, giving you so much guidance, so much confirmation, so much everything you could possibly even hope for. But again, you have to be open to these messages. You have to be able to sit down with yourself and actually meditate and ask, like, what is it that I should be focused on right now? What is it that I should be doing every single day? To really take time out, group number one. A lot of you guys should take time out for yourself. Take time out to sit with yourself, meditate, and ask your highest self. Channel your highest self. Set the intention to channel your highest self that is here guiding you for the greatest good of all beings, and ask, what can I do? You know, whatever guidance you're even looking for, your higher self will always come through, and that's on period. They might not come through in the first 5 seconds you ask your question, but they will always come through. And again, that also has to deal with being open and being patient for the answers, because sometimes we might get the answer a day later. Sometimes we might get our answer a week later. Sometimes we might get our answer through a person. Sometimes, like, someone might start a conversation, and through that conversation you end up getting an answer to a question you asked like a week ago, you know. So be mindful of that, group number one, because I feel like all of your answers are literally all around you. Your answers, everything you need is all around you, group number one. But you gotta your third eye is to be open out for them. You know, you gotta be open out for them. And with the firm foundation here, you guys can be asking about, okay, so some of you guys, you guys could be asking about all of this. So if all of this resonates for you, that's for you. But if some of it resonates, this just was coming through personally. So you guys might be asking about a relationship, like a serious relationship. This isn't like a karmic relationship you're trying to manifest. This is about like a serious relationship. Like if you're trying to manifest a husband type stuff, or a wife. So if you are resonating with that, this message is for you. If you are also asking about a career, job, business, like I said, this is definitely your message as well. But again, like with the spiritual union coming through, I really feel like you guys do have a very spiritual connection coming through. This could be a partnership or a romantic relationship, and this connection is going to be built on a firm foundation. But again, it takes time. You guys may not be as ready as you think you are for this relationship. You may not be as ready as you think you are for the platform. You may not be as ready as you think you are for like the big business that you're really trying to manifest. You know, there's things that you must learn. There's things that you got to go through. There's just a lot behind the scenes that goes on before things come to us, but they will definitely come to us. So when there's a message coming through, and the main thing is patience, and the main blockage here for you guys is patience, or, you know, just not being so hard on yourself. That is just telling me, like, you have everything. You have I promise you, group number one, you might be like, I don't have it all. I promise you, you have everything you need to succeed. And if you feel like you don't have it all, you know for sure you don't have it all, give it time. Give it time, and you will eventually have everything that you need, or you will see things from a different perspective even, you know. Sometimes that's all we need. We just need time to see things from a different perspective, because, like, for example, my YouTube channel is about to be a year since I have started my channel, and sometimes I watch old videos and there's some things I say, I'm just like, wow, like, I've really changed a lot, because, like, I don't think that way anymore. Like, you know, I would say that differently, or I would, you know, we're always changing, and, like, honestly, like, it doesn't even feel like a year since I've started my channel, but you know, it has been, and it's been a great journey for me, and I feel like it's so rewarding, and doing tarot for a year now, and honestly, I would not change it for the world. Okay, so group number one, what do they need to know? What does group number one need to know? Okay, these three came out, so we're gonna go with these three. So we had the Knight of Wands come out, we had the Eight of Swords reversed, and then Death reversed. So release control, group number one. That's what another blockage coming through. That's what it is. I feel like you guys you guys are so hard on yourself because you just want to control everything. You just tell yourself like, you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to keep going, keep pushing yourself. But it's like, bro, like, release the need to like control this, because I feel like the reason you push yourself so much is because you just want control, and you just feel like, if I do this, then that means I'm going to be successful. If I like, how do you know that? Like, what reason do you feel like you have to do these things to get somewhere? What if you literally had to do nothing and you could get there? What would you be doing then? Would you be doing something or nothing? You know, because I feel like there's a lot of that goes, sorry guys, when it comes to manifestation, or you guys, whatever it is you're asking about, whatever it is that you're inquiring about, it really just goes down to like, you have already claimed this blessing, you have already claimed this abundance for yourself. So now there's a need to trust, there's a need to just get out of your own way sometimes. And again, this affirmation, everything is for me, not against me. These things, these obstacles, or these perceived obstacles in your way are here to help you on your journey, to give you more perspective, to give you a new way of seeing things, a fresh way of seeing things, a new way of moving about your life. Okay, with the Eight of Swords and the Death in reverse, this is again like telling me like there's a need to release control. Some of you guys just really want to, like, it's like you just want to know everything. Like, you just want to know, like, is this person coming into my life? Is it? You guys might even be binge watching on these pick a card readings, you know, like, and I really feel like it's just important for you guys to just release control. You don't have to know everything, and there's not a need to know everything right now. And right now, group number one, there's a lot of things, there are things being hidden for you for a reason, things that you don't know about, that aren't maybe blessings that you're looking forward to, that you don't have right now for a reason, that you may not be able to know for right now. So I feel like if there's anything in your life that is not, that you don't have it for a reason. Okay, and again, this is just telling me like, you guys have everything you need. And the Knight of Wands, you guys are perfect. You guys are literally incredible in what you're doing. Like, I feel like even if you are doing your daily, whatever it is, if you have a routine you got going on, if you got something going on that you kind of are doing to help yourself, it is very much helping you, and it is very much giving you, like, it's almost like a distraction, the distraction that you need to like get through the days almost. But again, like, these things that you're looking forward to in the future, you already claimed it, and it is already yours. But it's just a matter of time. Okay, just give yourself time, and don't feel the need to you know, when you feel the need to control everything, just let go, release. That's when you really, I feel like when we feel like we have to control everything, that is when we really just need to release. That's when we really need to let go, you know. So don't hold on too tight, group number one, to your things, to whatever it is that you're asking about or inquiring about, because I feel like your biggest blockage right now is your need to control things, you being too hard on yourself, and also just time. You know, things take time. So thank you so much for joining me, group number one. I really hope this reading resonated with you. My name is Kay. I had the pleasure of being your reader today. I am very much open for private readings if you would like to get more info, if you would like to get a very personal reading, and I would definitely be able to tell you your blockages, you know, all that good stuff. So yeah, without further ado, I had the pleasure of being your reader today, and I hope to catch you at my next video. Peace. Peace, guys. Welcome to your reading if you chose group number 2 with the spotted agate crystal. Welcome to your reading on what blockages you may be facing that is stopping you from being your most true, authentic self. Okay, so I'm going to start off by channeling your energy. So, you know, we're just going to have a little moment of silence. You know, you can also focus your energy for a more intense energy reading here. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Group number 2 on what you guys need to know and what is blocking you. Okay, so I'm already getting like a really strong message first of all. So I'm going to read this first. It says, I help others feel empowered by acknowledging their gifts. And I actually did not even read this card before I got this message, but I was like, I'm going to read the card first. And now I understand it so much more. It says inspiring others. So group number 2, I feel like one of your biggest blockages currently is your competitiveness. I feel like for you guys, it's like you want to be first. Like you guys want to be, it's like you want to be first. You want to be the best. There's a strong competition here. And I feel like you guys may kind of look at other people as if they're your competition in some way, or that they have to be compared to you. And like, it really, that's not the point. Okay. Because everyone's on their own path. Everyone is going through different things. Everyone has different experiences. Our success, or our whatever we're working on, whatever we're doing, everything happens in seasons. You know, someone might be in the summer season of their life where they're having fun, enjoying life, vacation, and doing all that. And you might be in your winter season where, you know, you might be feeling a little bit more down. You might not feel like motivated every single day. But, you know, you just got to recognize that, like, when it comes to other people, that everyone's in a different point of their life. So there's no need to compare yourself, and there's no need to compete with other people to be first, or to even, you know, be the last, you know. Like, I promise you guys, group number 2, no one is competing for you. No one is competing for your love. I feel like you're just in a competition. It's like you're in a competition with people who are not at a competition with you, you know? Like, these people they would probably look at you and say, you know what, you are a very beautiful woman, or you are a very gorgeous man, or, you know, just whatever the case may be. And you might be looking at them like, I got a better shirt than them. I got a better car than them, so I'm better, you know? Like, all this material stuff, group number 2, is nothing at the end of the day. When we die, all we take is our soul and what we learned in this lifetime. We don't take that car, we don't take them clothes, we don't take that true religion genes, we don't take none of that, okay? All of that stays here in this earthly plane. So don't get too caught up in like the 3D fantasy of, like, you know, having it all, or like having a man competing for boys or competing for women. Like, I promise you, it is not all about that, group number 2. So let's see, what does group number 2 need to know? Actually, I'm going to the Mystic Monday Tarot deck to ask, like, you know, just what you guys need to know. So yeah, we're just going to get some more messages and go deeper into this to see, like, what all is coming out for you guys. So what does group number 2 need to know right now about their blockages? Does group number 2 need to know about whatever is blocking them from being their best, true, authentic self? Okay, I think we're gonna start here, because, like, I feel like the biggest blockage that's coming through, like, just in general, was that you could be comparing yourself to others, like I said, or just in a competition with other people, or, like, you know, putting unnecessary limits on yourself, or like telling yourself like you're not pretty enough because you don't look like Keisha2543 on Instagram. Like, that's not how it's supposed to go, baby. Keisha5243 could be going through her dark night of the soul, but that Instagram post with her and her babies living in Paris, living it up, it's not going to show that, you know? So let's get started, group number 2. Honestly, I feel like you guys might be a little bit deep. Like, we might really go deep with you guys, group number 2, because this is not like surface level messages here. Like, I feel like this is going to be a pretty deep reading for you guys. So, you know, you might want to, some of y'all might get a little emotional even. But so we had the Empress in reverse come out first. We had the Strength card come out in reverse, and we also had the 5 of Cups come out reversed. So group number 2, whatever is blocking you right now, honestly, all of it feels like it's just misplaced power. This can be misplaced hate, misplaced anger. You could look at other people and just be angry or annoyed by them. And it's because you just have a lot of misplaced hate and or anger. Are you really angry at them, or are you angry at yourself? You know, like, for example, if there's someone in your life who really irritates you, are they really that annoying, or are you just kind of convincing yourself that they are, you know? And some of y'all may be like, you know what, no, they're just annoying. But, you know, just keep in mind that, like, you know, our ego can really just block us. It really, we just, when our ego is in control, it's like, this is the way it is. There's no other way it can be. I'm not open for change. I'm not open for perspective change. I don't want to look at this. Like, that is what is going to block you, group number 2. Whatever it is, however you look at a situation, however you look at other people, is going to affect the way that you're going to be able to flow throughout your own life. You're going to notice, like, you're going to be getting annoyed more often than you usually get annoyed. You're going to be feeling more, you know, like I said, more irritable. But again, we're going to get into this because, you know, everybody has a reason for everything. And I'm not trying to bash y'all or shame y'all for like feeling this way, because we all go through it, you know, even me. Like sometimes I'm guilty of doing that, where I compare myself to other people. But, you know, don't feel ashamed. And honestly, if you guys pick this pile and you really resonate with this message and you know this can be you sometimes, thank you for owning up to that, and that at least being honest with yourself, because not everybody can be honest with themselves, which is unfortunate. But, you know, anyway, so with these 3 cards coming out reverse, I would just like to point out the fact that I feel like your blockage is something that could be affecting your life more than you care to admit. And the reason why I say that is because we had 2 major arcana cards come out. So this represents bigger, like the larger aspects of life, or larger lessons. You could even be going through a dark night of the soul where you experience an ego death. You could be going through a really hard breakup, or, you know, you could have lost someone that you really cared about, and you just might be in a point where you just kind of, or even just dealing with abuses from your past that are unhealed, that are surfacing, and you just feel that pain again. And I feel like group number 2, a lot of your anger, I'm not going to say a lot of your anger, because I mean, this is a general reading, but this anger and hatred that I'm tapping into, at least, this anger and this hatred here, I feel like it really has to do with your inner feminine. Your inner feminine was wounded very deeply. It's usually childhood wounds that affect us up until this point. But the reason why I feel that is because this Empress in reverse. So the Empress in reverse can indicate that you could have had a mother figure in your life that, growing up at least, that it could have been a woman you looked up to, that she could have seen other women as competition. You could have even seen your parents go through a situation where your dad was in a third party situation, or your mom was in a third party situation, or both your parents were in a third party situation and stuff, and you could have, you know, even found out about it, or, you know, something like that. And I feel like group number 2, this could have really affected the way that you view relationships, especially in regards to the opposite gender. If you're a male watching this, of course, take it as it resonates. I'm not sure how it would resonate for a male, like, you know, maybe like, as in you look at men that way, or you look at women that way. Of course, you would know for your situation. But regardless, there's a wounded feminine here. There's a very wounded feminine here that needs to be addressed and acknowledged. First of all, what's going on here is that you've got to see the divinity of yourself. You've got to see the divinity of who you are. Okay, you are not just someone that is just walking around like everybody else out here. You are you. You are you, and you have your own special talents and abilities. And I feel like the more you acknowledge what other people do for you, the more you acknowledge what other people do for others, even, or what you do for yourself or what you do for others, you are not going to see competition in anything. You are not going to feel like you have to compare yourself. You're not going to feel like, oh, I have to be the prettiest so that the men will want me. I have to look the best so the men, like, no, it's not about that, honey, or sweetheart, you know. I really feel like for you guys, one of the blockages here is that you are just, it's like you refuse to acknowledge who the fudge you are, okay? Like, honestly, group number 2, you guys honestly just have got to see yourself in a higher light, because you would not feel the need to compare yourself to other people's if you saw yourself in a higher light. If you see yourself as your true divine self, you know, you wouldn't feel the need to like see competition in other people or see competition in even yourself. You know, you don't have to be the best, keep on going, da da da. And with the 5 of Cups reverse here, so upright, honestly, that card talks about losses, missed opportunities, etc. But since it's in reverse, this is telling me that no matter what situations you go through, nothing that you go through is a missed like opportunity. You know, like if there's something that you miss, quote unquote, it just wasn't meant for you. You know, we only experience what is meant for us, or at least that's what I believe. So if you resonate with that, of course, take it. But with the 5 of Cups reverse here, you guys could have lost something recently. You could have lost a relationship, could have lost a friendship, or you just could have been in a situation where someone just rocked up your world emotionally. And, you know, this could have led you to a lot of anger or hatred or etc. towards that person or people or situation, whatever the case may be. But group number 2, don't lose sight of who you are. Don't lose sight of who you have become because of what these people have put you through. You know, don't lose sight of how far you've already come. Don't go revert back to those old ways of being, those old ways of living. You know, you don't have to do that just because someone else made you feel inadequate enough. Because honestly, we can only feel as inadequate as we perceive ourselves to be, you know, because someone could tell us like, you're not good enough, you're not pretty enough, you're not that enough, blah blah blah. But like, if you know you're the ish, then like, that's not gonna, like, what's that? Okay, a random person, or even someone, it could even be someone close to you, an ex-friend of yours that could have been hating, you know. But if you know you're the ish, then like, nobody can tell you that. Group number 2, if you know you're the ish, nobody can tell you otherwise. And I promise you that it all starts with you and the way that you view yourself. So I feel like group number 2, your blockage here is that one, or at least another blockage, is that you just need to start seeing yourself like more beautifully. You need to start seeing yourself for how beautiful you truly are. If you catch yourself comparing yourself to someone else, change it around. Be like, you know what, she has a really pretty shirt and I have a cute shirt too. Or they seem to be really happy in that relationship, and one day I hope to be as happy as they appear to be. Because keep in mind, just because you see somebody on Instagram looking happy does not at all mean that they are happy, because, you know, everybody can smile on camera and then frown when the curtains close. So, you know, just keep in mind, like, honestly, social media in general is just like a theater, honestly, because people are constantly putting on masks and changing their costumes and stuff. Like, honestly, I'm not going to say like everything on social media isn't real, but like, just the way that it's the perfection that people try to, even me, you know, everybody just wants to have that, you know, that satisfying Instagram feed and all that. But like, at the end of the day, like, we're not going to be on Instagram when we're in our soul bodies. You know, we're not going to be on Twitter or Snapchat. We're not going to be worried about our Instagram, how satisfying or aesthetically pleasing it is. Like, honestly, there just needs to be more of a focus on your body. Your body needs more love and attention, honestly, because like, you don't seem to be giving it enough, you know. I feel like pleasure, y'all, listen, some of y'all just need to kind of like get to know yourselves better, like get to know your body better, you know, like explore your sexual habits if you can, or if you will. Self-pleasure, that is one of the recommendations I would 100% recommend to you guys. Like, that's just what's popping up for me, and like, I wouldn't tell y'all that unless like I was truly guided to. There's nothing wrong with pleasing yourself, especially if you're just stressed out and you just kind of need that, you know, release. Sometimes we just need to let it out, you know. So I'm gonna shuffle this deck, and we're gonna see, what does group number 2 need to know about their blockage. Like, you guys are perfect as you are. There's nothing you need to do to like be better or be more. Like, you guys are literally enough right now. You don't need to be somewhere else. You don't need to be with someone. You don't need someone else to tell you this for you to know this. You guys can claim all of this now. We have memories of love. Again, I feel like you guys could have, this is either like you guys experiencing like some sort of heartache, or just revisiting the past in some way, revisiting an old relationship, and kind of, you could even be like, kind of some old wounds could be resurfacing where you're like, dang, I don't think I really healed from that yet. We have foundations and achievements. So this really has to do with your home structure. Again, the feminine energy, your receptivity, how you receive love, how you are open towards others, and also your trust in yourself and your universe and your power. Okay. Bottom of the deck energy is spiritual strength. So group number 2, what Spirit wants you to know about your blockage. I feel like with the memories of love, spiritual strength, foundations, and achievements, what's going on here is that there needs to be a revisit of like your home, your childhood in some way. Revisit patterns in your relationships and old connections you had that made you feel the same way. You know, it could have been like, again, like I said, your parents could have been in a situation where they made you feel inadequate enough, so that kind of made you grow up feeling like you always have to do enough. Or maybe you were put in a situation when you were younger where you compared yourself to another person, and now you kind of grow up with that mentality of comparing yourself to others. So there's a need to kind of revisit your past, revisit like a childhood home. Even you could have even been to a hometown recently, or just thinking of home, been homesick. But I really feel like you guys are very like whatever it is that you're going through right now, blockage wise at least, is going to be very connected to like ego things, like your ego death. I feel like you guys could even experience an ego death as a result of this, result of healing like childhood abuses, or just healing yourself in some way. But whatever it is that's going on for you, group number 2, just know that all of this is going to help you in the future. Like, it's gonna help you build your own foundation, especially when you have your own family someday. You're gonna really help your family, your kids, your children, whoever, with their own issues with comparing themselves to others. I feel like your experience is really gonna help you unpack when it comes to the future and other people that other children or, you know, people that you influence as you get older, because the foundations and achievement is just giving me the vibe that you guys are really going to learn a lot from revisiting your past a lot. And again, with the spiritual strength, this is telling me you guys have everything you could possibly need spiritually to get through this. So if you feel like, oh my gosh, this is too overwhelming, I can't overcome this, I promise you, you will. You can and will. Okay, you have the strength to overcome this all, especially if you are going through a tough time mentally. Just know that it will get better. Things will get better. They will always get better. Give yourself time. Allow yourself to heal. You have to give your body time to heal. You're not just going to heal from traumas and abuses and things overnight. Like, even comparing yourself to others, that's something that takes time, and, you know, your own self-awareness of it. So again, just allow yourself to learn, give yourself room to grow, okay? Because you're never going to be at a point where you're like gonna stop growing, because as long as you're alive and breathing, you're always growing, period. Okay, let's see, I think I'm gonna get one more message for you, group number 2. I'm gonna pull from the self-care deck for you guys to see what you guys can do currently in your current situation to improve this blockage. What can group number 2 do to improve their current blockage? What did I say, y'all? Look at this. Pleasure. Y'all saw me shuffle that. Y'all saw it fall out and everything. Like, I was literally thinking about this card. Like, I can picture cards before they come out, and like, I was literally thinking of the pleasure card. That's why I mentioned, like, you know, get to know yourself better. Even if you don't want to do that, if you're taking a little break from doing that, even get to know your body better, you know. Get to know what you like more. The pleasure card isn't just about, you know, masturbation and all that, but it's also about just getting to know your body, getting to know yourself. Like, what do you like to do? What does your body respond well to? Do you like to be touched in certain places? Are there certain places you don't like to be touched in? Like, really get to know yourself, you know. Group number 2, let's see what else comes out. I'm just gonna get however many cards come out for you guys. We're just gonna read. So what can group number 2 do? What can group number 2 do to improve this blockage? Energy work. I think I'm going to pull 4. That's what I'm thinking. 4 cards for you guys. So 2 more cards. Energy work is meditation. Working with energy can be even the elements fire, meditating by staring at a flame. I feel like for you guys, group number 2, just getting to know yourself is really going to help you, like, get over whatever obstacle this is, and it's really going to help you find like peace and like higher learning or higher awareness of whatever it is that you could have gone through or that you are going through. I already had 2 cards. Come on, 2 cards. 2 more cards for group number 2. Got 1 and 1 more. Oop, there we go. So the next 2 we have are 30, look for fairies, and then 18, dance. So just really tune into your body, you guys. Okay, group number 2, I really hope that reading resonated. If it did, drop a like, comment, and subscribe if you want to. My name is Kay. I had the pleasure of being your reader today. If you would like to book a private reading with me, all the info's in the description box. And yeah, so without further ado, thank you so much for joining me for this video, and I hope to catch you at my next one. Peace. Peace, guys. Welcome to your reading, group number 3, on what blockages you may be facing right now. Okay, what is blocking you from being your most true, most authentic version of yourself right now? Okay, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start off by holding your crystal and just channeling your energy, group number 3. So if you would just like to join me in this moment of silence to channel your energy and focus and intent, that would be great. Okay, guys, so here we go. I can't seem to focus, and you don't seem to notice I'm not Here. My Future by Billie Eilish, y'all. Go ahead and give it a listen. It is a beautiful song, by the way. So we're going to start off with your affirmation, and it says, I am the missing piece that completes the puzzle of the universe. Uncovering confidence, period. Okay, now it makes sense why that song kind of was the first thing that I thought of. Honestly, group number 3, you guys feel a lot more uplifted. I feel like you guys are really, your energy just feels very bright. Like you might just get compliments on your energy a lot, but like just seriously, group number 3, your energy just feels elevating, and whoa, it's like I'm on a whole nother level just tapping into this. Okay, so group number 3, honestly, we're going to be talking about your blockages, right? But honestly, with this uncovering confidence here, I honestly feel like for you guys, this is more like you guys, it's not necessarily a blockage that I'm feeling through this card. It's more of just like you elevating into more of who you are. So if you guys do have any blockages or anything, it's like you guys are elevating past it, you know? But that's not the point of this reading in this video. So, you know, we're still going to get to those blockages because, you know, whatever. But just to let you guys know, like, I just feel like you guys honestly don't have a lot of things that are blocking you right now. Like, I just feel like your spirit is just elevating on its own. Okay, so we're going to start off with your these cards first, the Psychic Tarot, to see what's going on. So what is group number 3? What's going on with group number 3 in their situation? Oop, y'all saw that? That was just a whole fail right there. Like, so group number 3, what's going on with the situation? Group number 3. Okay. Wow. I'm going to pull 6 of these. Scooch them over so you guys can see them all. Number 3, y'all. Listen, y'all on another level right now. Okay, your energy, it's just off the charts. Okay, it's off the charts. That's all I gotta say. Wow. Last is patience and planning. Okay, so I'm going to start off by reading all of these cards first so you guys know what it is. So first we have Light, which is also the Sun in traditional tarot. We have the Moving On card, which is the 6 of Cups, I believe. We have Heartache and Loss, and then we have Recognition and Reward, Partnerships and Alliances, as well as Patience and Planning. Okay, guys? So group number 3, what you need to know about your blockages right now. So it doesn't surprise me that the Sun came out because, again, like I said, you guys feel like your energy is just elevating right now. Like, you guys honestly feel like a beacon of light for other people. You might even feel that way, or you might be drawn towards like careers where you can kind of help others or guide others in some sort of way. But group number 3, what the message that's coming through for you guys is that you are going to be recognized for whatever it is, the work that you've been doing, the work that you've been putting in towards other people, towards yourself. It is going to be rewarded, because the recognition and reward here, to clarify the Sun, I really feel like for you guys, it honestly just is coming across is like you guys have just been on it. Like, I feel like you guys have been elevating on a whole nother level, and the message coming through for you guys about this blockage, or a blockage, is not really a blockage, honestly. It's just telling you that you're going to come out of this feeling of like you're not being recognized, or you're not being rewarded for what you've been doing for others, or if you've just been, that feeling might come up eventually. But I really feel like the message for you guys is that you are going to be recognized for the work that you've been putting in. If you've just been feeling like, man, I've been doing all this, is anybody even noticing? Is anybody even caring? Like, you know, people can beat me down and I'm always going to smile back at them. I'm always going to show them love. Like, I just feel like you guys have so much love and forgiveness for everyone, and it really feels like it helps you with elevating your energy and your spirit. Like, I feel like you guys just elevate above whatever it is that life puts you through. And then with Moving On and Heartache and Loss, I feel like honestly you guys chose to walk away from something in the past, and that was what was blocking you. Something, it could have been a partnership, a friendship, a relationship, And I feel like this connection, I feel like it took a lot of time. Whatever this connection was, or whatever this was, it took a lot of time, it took a lot of your effort and energy, and I feel like whatever work that you were putting in, it just was not, it's like it wasn't coming out the way that you wanted it to. Maybe you're in a relationship and you just wanted someone to, you just wanted things in the dynamic of the relationship to change, and it's like no matter what you did, it just didn't change, and you had to make the decision to move on, because as much of the heartache and loss that you had to leave behind here, it's what elevated you, and it's what brought you to the sun energy here, the star, not the star but the sun, and that is ultimate happiness and fulfillment. Okay, that is life fulfillment and recognition and reward. So honestly, group number 3, this is a very clear message that is coming through. So you guys, it feels like you guys have already made the decision to leave something, leave a situation, leave a person. You decided to move on for something that just wasn't it for you. It was either taking too much time to like grow, or it just didn't feel right. So you had to leave this whatever it was. And it could have caused you a lot of heartache. You could have been going through a lot of heartache, and healing all of that, healing the relationship or the connection or whatever. And I feel like the message coming through for you guys is that this is not in vain. Your pain and your tears, none of that was in vain. You're coming into such a beautiful period of your life, group number 3. Like, I just felt it energetically before I even started this reading. Like, I know this is about blockages and stuff like that, but it honestly feels like you guys overcame a blockage very, very recently, and if you haven't already, then you will. And if you have been contemplating, like, should I leave this situation? I don't know, it's going to hurt me, but I feel like it's for the best. This is your confirmation that you are going to step into a lot of happiness once you decide to leave this thing that is holding you back behind, okay? So what does group number 3 need to know? Whoa, we're going to Mystic Meditative deck. I'm going to ask channel messages for what you need to know about this situation. What do you need to know? There we go. We're going to use I think there's 4 of these cards that came out. We have the Hierophant. You could be a Taurus. You could be a Leo. Water energy, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, 8 of Pentacles. It really feels like this was a relationship. This really feels like a relationship. It could have even been a close friendship for you guys. But you guys, there was a relationship, I feel like, that you guys left behind, group number 3. And the message coming through for y'all is that you're going to have something so much better than you can even imagine, okay? So whatever it is that you left behind, group number 3, or that you are leaving behind, it's not going to be in vain, okay? This decision is going to literally be it's almost like it's catapulting you into this series of beautiful changes and miracles in your life, almost, because with the heartache and loss, that's telling me like this isn't something that's easy to let go of. It's not easy to move on from something that is not serving you, but once you do, and God, the universe, rewards you, you will be so fulfilled, because who's going to know you better than God or the universe, whatever you choose to call it or believe in. Like, who knows you better than the universe? And the universe knows exactly what you want, exactly what you need to make you happy, to make you fulfilled. So if we get messages like, leave this behind, it's time to let this go, and we choose to do that, I promise you there's always going to be something better on the other side, okay? So I really feel like you guys took the initiative here. You guys, it's almost like you guys had to take the initiative. Like, if you didn't make this decision to leave, who would have, And with the Hierophant here, this is telling me like you guys probably are looking for like, I honestly feel like this is the first message that popped up, so I'm going to honor that. But I feel like you guys, honestly, this is not really supposed to be a relationship reading, but because it is coming off like a relationship, I'm going to read it that way. If it doesn't resonate for you, then, of course, choose a different pile. But I feel like for majority of you guys watching this, you probably left a connection, and you're stepping into a new one that is going to be very fulfilling for you. It could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. You're really turning yourself, your pain, and your whatever experiences you went through, your heartache, into beauty, into art. You know the movie Frida, it's on Netflix, but it is what's it called? I can't even think of the name, but it follows the life of Miss Frida Kahlo, and basically she went through a lot in her life, and I feel like I saw that movie and like it really just showed me how like we can, as humans, we have the ability to make pain so beautiful. We can literally, like, she just sat there, she had nothing to do, she was in a body cast, and she just started to draw, she started to paint, she started to just draw herself, and like they just came out so beautiful, and they came from her heart. Just imagine getting into a bad accident, and like you just in a bed for months, and like you can't do anything, you know, like it was all she had, but she turned her pain into power. She honestly, there's so much in that movie that like went on. And it's not even just a movie, like this was literally her life, but it was honestly just incredible to watch, like just the inspiration, and you know, the fact that she was also bisexual too. Like it really touches on a lot of things. I'm not trying to like do a whole Netflix recommendation video here, so I'm gonna move forward with the reading. But anyway, you guys, so whatever you chose to step away from, you're going to find so much power in the situation. I feel like you're stepping into a point where you're going to be feeling more motivated. You're going to be feeling like you could just be feeling more called to do things. It can even be outside of your comfort zone. If you don't like to paint, you just might feel that way. You might feel the need to like go, you know, maybe I should go to the doctor and get a checkup, or you might feel like, you know, maybe I should talk to my ancestors, or go visit a family member's grave, or visit family I haven't seen in a while. So group number 3, whatever it is that you left behind is really setting you up for real love, real romance, real lessons in journeying into something that is worth your time and worth your energy. Because again, you guys feel like you bring a lot to the table. You're not just someone that like people can just date around, you know. You're not just like, you're not like, I feel like group number 3, you guys aren't people that like kind of put yourself out there like that. You guys aren't just the type of people that kind of like really push yourselves out there, I feel like. So when it comes to romance, I feel like you could really give your all in connections, and when people don't give you a third as much or even half as much as you do, it's just like, bro, like come on, like am I really gonna find someone that's gonna just, you know, love me for me, or love me the way that feels right or authentic, or like I don't have to fight for it? And I feel like you guys are just coming into that. You guys are allowing yourself to really wield your power, and especially when it comes to walking away. I feel like this, whatever the situation was that you walked away from, really taught you that your self-worth is above anything, and that no situation is ever going to be worth your peace of mind, your peace of whatever, your peace of self, whatever it took from you, whatever it takes from you. Like it's not worth losing yourself over a person or a relationship or a connection or even a friendship. Like all you have is yourself at the end of the day, and no matter how much people hurt you and beat you down, like all you have is you know. So group number 3, what do you need to know? Self-care. So these came out, so I'm gonna honor these messages as well. So we have health checkup, connect with ancestors. So self-care for group number 3 for these blockages. Because I feel like right now, again, rose quartz is all about healing, so that honestly doesn't surprise me. Healing messages. This card wanted to come out so bad. Connect with fire. Meditate on the flame. Okay, meditate by focusing on the candle. I'm going to read these 2. Dream journal. Write down your dreams, guys. And also track your sleeping too. I heard like track how long you sleep each night, and as well as with the moon phases. Ground yourself. Go outside. Plant your feet in the earth. Things as simple as that can like make such all the difference, guys. And lastly, we have soak in a bath. Okay, group number 2, I really hope this reading resonated for you guys. If it did, drop a like, comment, and subscribe if you want to. My name is Kay. I am currently booking for private readings. All the info is in the description box down below with my email. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this reading. If it resonated, drop a like, comment, and subscribe if you want to. My name is Kay. I have the pleasure of being your reader today, and I hope to catch you at my next video. Peace.